All right, welcome back. It is 6:20. You just saw the commercial right here on KXLY4. Street repairs and improvements are a top concern for many. A Spokane street levy on the November ballot would provide more money for projects, and we are joined now by City Council President Ben Stuckart and Mayor David Condon. Gentlemen, thank you for waking up with us. Tell us about the street bond first, and really a continuation of what I think many would say has been a pretty successful project.
Absolutely. This is the last year of the 10-year street bond. But what we've decided to do is to keep that tax rate the same. So we'll be paying, citizens will be paying the same, extend it for 20 years, and continue to do these projects that really have set us on sound grounding, great infrastructure. Streets, obviously, a key part of our community. So as we finish those projects up, this is a perfect time to transition, not increase tax rates, but keep that work going.
And Ben, that's the key, really, right? It's not costing people more. We're just continuing to pay what we've been paying.
Right, and the 10-year street bond was paid off with a 20-year payback, but just like you refinance your house, we're refinancing our bond and then paying that back with the levy. And what it'll allow us to do over the 20 years is really get at all of our arterials and then shift our money now that we're focusing on arterials out of the general fund to the residential streets. And so with matching funds from utility and then state and federal matching funds, we'll be able to put $20 to $25 million a year into our streets. I think this is smart government.
Yeah, and people hate talking about potholes, right? So this kind of helps.
We do too.
Ease that, I'm sure you do. All right, the park bond now, over $60 million for Riverfront Park, and this would really kind of make it, I guess, more of the jewel of Spokane, right? A place where people can really come and congregate even more.
Well, it definitely has been, obviously, since 1964 when we really transformed our city, but it hasn't received any upgrades during that period. It was really created to be a temporary park. And for this investment, again, keeping your tax rate the same, you would see a major promenade go down the middle part of the park. This is where you would have Saturday morning markets. This is where you'd have Pig Out in the Park. A new cover on the pavilion, which would allow us to do light shows, also be able to do things like center court for Hoop Fest, the award ceremonies, and things like that.
And really just making it, I guess, more of a centerpiece, right?
Yeah, well, we have 2.2 million visitors every year to Riverfront Park right now, and it's really up to us to upkeep that and keep that the centerpiece. And, you know, as David said, it's not built for the long term, and it's been 40 years since we invested, so there are pipes and other things that we need to upkeep as well.
All right, perfect. And just making sure everybody gets out and votes, right?
Absolutely. You know, this is the last weekend. Ballots are due on Tuesday. And as you can see, these two measures very much supported by Democrats, Republicans, seniors, young people, you know, really across the board, and really encourage people. This is it. We got to get out and vote. We got to pass that park bond by 60%. So that's a high threshold. So I really encourage people, need to get out and vote. Please do vote on these two measures.
All right, we appreciate your time. We'll be back to Check Sports after this here on Good Morning Northwest.